Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Angels of Alchemy. I'm Dee Grewal, Psychic Medium and Angelic Channel, and this is going to be the weekly general read for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius from October 13th to October 19th. Real quick, you can find me on Facebook at Dee Grewal, Psychic Medium and Angelic Channel, as well as on Instagram at the Angels of Alchemy. You can visit my website at healingwithheaven.com, and all of that is in the description box below. Just to let you know that I do post a daily energy read on IGTV. On the Instagram, you can find me at the Angels of Alchemy, as well as I post them on here, but primarily I'm really doing them for the IGTV for the Instagram. Again, you can find that at the Angels of Alchemy. Those of you who are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like on the video. And those of you who are new to my channel, if the messages resonate, please give me a thumbs up and like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you. Thank you for all those who love and support me. I truly appreciate you all. Sorry about my voice ahead of time. I have a nasty cold, flu, not feeling very good, but I didn't want to skip out on your readings. I wanted to get your readings done. So with that being said, let's look at some of the energies that we have at play. First, I want to let you know that when I did meditate for this week, they gave me this image and they gave it for the general read, but I really wanted to use it for all the readings. And they showed me the burning down of foundations, and literally they gave me the image of almost like the phoenix rising from the ashes, except what they gave me was a dove. It was a beautiful white dove rising up from the ashes. And what I got from that was that they were talking about how no matter what's going on around you, and even if your foundation feels rocky, not solid, things feel like they might be crumbling down and you might have chaos and conflict, it's always important to focus on the peace, within, and to find the peace within every situation, every scenario, and to find the love in every situation and every scenario. So they did show me that although this might feel like an intense week, although you might be feeling over the last few weeks that things have kind of been intense, know that there's peace within everything and you're moving into a time of more peace. When we look at the energies for this week, you have the sun in Libra, you have the moon in Aries, and you have a square with Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's the planet of destruction. It's the planet of rebirth, okay, transcendence. And so there's some interesting aspects happening right now. You also have Mercury that is going into shadow, okay, that's happening this week, and it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio. Mercury will be officially retrograde on October 31st. Again, in the sign of Scorpio. It's going to be in the sign of Scorpio for quite some time. And then you'll have Venus in Scorpio as well. Relationships have kind of been highlighted this year and been front and center. And they will continue to be, because what isn't authentic and truth isn't aligned with your highest and best good, those situations and scenarios are really crumbling. All right. We have a lot of closing of the chapters and moving away from things. At the same time, in December, we'll have another eclipse. And so we're going to kind of be wrapping up this eclipse energy that we've had from earlier in this year. So keep in mind, with eclipses, it is about closing out cycles, chapters, coming to completion. And really, with eclipses, it will start from anywhere from the time of the eclipse up to 6 months. So we're going to be wrapping up some of this energy come December. But December will be opening up another eclipse cycle. Now, this isn't a quickie dink. Everything that's happening this year, the way that it's happening, the energy that we've been in. We've also had the nodes, the south and the north nodes in Cancer and Capricorn. And everything, we've kind of been prepared for next year and the foundation that we're going to lay for next year. If you've been doing the work, great. If you haven't, this is going to feel quite intense, and not to scare you, but just you need to really close out those cycles and move away from things that aren't you know, true to you, that aren't coming from a place of integrity, that don't honor your true worth, that aren't aligned with your path, okay? Because come January 2020, you've got Pluto conjunction with Saturn. Now you have Pluto, the planet of destruction, conjunct Saturn, the planet of karma. So that is some big, big energy, okay? Major shifts happening, major changes happening. With that being said, let's go ahead and move into your reading. You have here full moon in Scorpio. This is going to be an emotional week. This Aries full moon that we're in is quite an intense full moon. You're releasing what no longer serves you from your past, but it might feel very emotional because you pulled full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So it's time to walk away from everything that is lower vibrational, toxic, heavy, anything that is weighing you down, to move away from those situations, right? So you have this fiery element and this water element because you have this card. So it could feel like a very intense week for you. You need to realize that you are good enough. You need to realize that you're worth so much more, what your worth is. You have full moon in Virgo. So there's definitely an emphasis on how you feel within your relationships. Perhaps you've been in relationships where you just, you know, you've been carrying this vibration, and perhaps it's connected to your childhood or connected to your past, where you just don't feel good enough or you don't feel worthy. And this energy is really going to push you to look at this, because it's just not true. You are enough, and you are good enough. You are worthy enough, and everyone deserves love. For you to also know that no matter what's coming down around you, whatever is ending, whatever you're walking away from, know that you're on the right path. I did pull a Michael card, and Michael says you're on the right path. You need to trust, believe, and have faith in the decisions and choices that you're making, in the seen and in the unseen, what you can't see yet. You need to trust and believe in the universe and what is coming towards you. Then you have trapped in fear. You're caught up in your mind, and this is highlighted underneath. It's time to release negativity. Okay, so you need to walk away from, don't be afraid to close a cycle out. Don't be afraid to close a chapter out, because there's some feeling of you don't feel worthy enough, or is something better going to come along? And that's so wrong. You need to close out chapters so that you can allow the new to come in. You've created this self-entrapment through your fears. And Archangel Michael is guiding you to break away. Know that you're on the right path. Break away from this self-entrapment, from this fear. And work with Michael to break out of fearful patterns, okay? He's the one that really helped me along my journey, on my path, to break away from fear, okay? And then you have movement, choices, and decisions. You see, you're afraid to make a decision, and this is where the trap is coming in. You're trying to decide, you're trying to make a choice, you're trying to see which door will I go through, and yet you're not making this decision because you're so fearful in making a decision. But you know what you need to do. Your intuition is guiding you. Honor your authentic truth. Know that you deserve good in your life. Here you are, next to trapped in fear, movement, choices, and decisions. You have truth. You know what the truth is. You know what you need to do, and you know that the truth will bring balance. You need to walk away from the fear. Honor the truth that is coming in. This is the scales bringing things, the scales of justice, bringing things into balance, bringing truth and clarity. And this is the month that you're going to get it, okay? Because this is the month that is ruled by Libra. Perhaps you're feeling emotionally withdrawn right now because it's like you don't want to face the truth. You're not wanting to make a decision. You've trapped yourself in this place of fear. All right, and you've become emotionally withdrawn. And as you're becoming emotionally withdrawn, you're not you're not allowing the new to come in, and you're not allowing your heart to receive the love that you truly deserve. For some of you, I feel that this is in regards to romantic partnerships and relationships. You have underneath trapped in fear, you have prayer. And I feel this is Michael really guiding you to pray and ask for what you want. Ask the divine to help you, but then move out of the way. Surrender and let go and allow them to help you. This is about your dreams, your desires coming into fruition, trusting that your prayers have been heard and that they're going to be answered. But give it to God, give it to the universe, give it to whatever it is that you believe in. Believe that your prayers are being answered. You see, underneath movement, choices and decisions, you're so confused. It's like you don't feel worthy enough to receive what it is that you're asking for. And you're so in your mind right now that you've created this fog and confusion. And it's all due to fear. And you need to break free of that. Underneath truth, you have an instinct. This is about you trusting your intuition. This is about you trusting your inner knowing, the guidance that you've received. You know what you need to do. Trust. Trust. Because you're being guided by the universe, your guides, your angels. This is a rebirth. You're going through a spiritual awakening and a rebirth. Something is coming to completion so that you can move forward, reborn, okay, in alignment with the authentic truth of who you are. So although this feels very emotional, know that it's been guided by spirit. It's almost like this is your destiny. This needs to unfold the way it is. You have the Three of Swords. So you're feeling a lot of heartache, loss. You're feeling betrayal at the moment, okay? Some of you could have been dealing with a third-party relationship, all right? Either you or someone else was in a third-party situation, and this is where the betrayals, you're feeling the betrayal, okay? If it's not a third-party scenario, this is a card of feeling hurt, feeling defeated, all right? Emotional loss. It's been highlighted by deception and responsibility. So some of you have been deceived and you're feeling weighed down by responsibility in regards to matters of the heart. Some of you, this could be feeling bound by certain work scenario, partnership there, but you've been deceived somehow, so you're feeling a loss there. For others of you, this is definitely a romantic partnership or relationship, some kind of honesty that hasn't come to the table. And honestly, it's something that feels very unbalanced to me. And I feel like there's somebody who's a giver and there's somebody who just keeps taking. All right. And I also feel this is self-deception. Self-deception. You have the Two of Cups. So here you get, again, this is about partnerships and relationships, right? There's some kind of truth that that needs to come out about a situation, about a partnership, about a relationship. All right. And for some of you, I feel like you're wanting to break free from this relationship. You're wanting freedom from the responsibility of this relationship. And perhaps up to this point, you haven't been honest and truthful about your feelings. Perhaps you need to have an honest conversation with somebody and also have an honest conversation with yourself. Because here you are, you're wanting to break free from this. Yeah, you're feeling detached. You're feeling estranged from this person. All right. But this is some kind of cycle that's coming to a completion. There's a cycle that's ending here. The World card is about completion. You have the Three of Wands, okay? And it's been highlighted by ambitions. Perhaps you were with somebody who was overly ambitious, had different intentions than you did. Perhaps they got involved with you for the wrong intentions. That's the kind of the feeling that I'm having. Some of you have been waiting for your stability with your finances to come in so you can move away from something, because you have to break free and now you're going to have to do things on your own. For some of you, I'm really feeling that. And so you're losing sleep over this. You're wanting to know, will I have my stability? But no, whatever you're going through is bringing you great strength. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Oh, this is really your energy, or you could be dealing with Leo energy here, all right? But you have the strength. This is 8. You have 8 on here as well. And you have another 8 there and another 8. 3 8s. Know that the abundance you're seeking is coming. 888. It's the symbol of infinity, but it's also abundance, success, and prosperity. Know that you will succeed. You need to have strength, willpower, and determination right now, because you have this new beginning. After this completion, underneath the Will card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new start, a brand new beginning, built on a solid foundation, focused on your finances, a beginning within, you're going to have the stability and the foundation that you've been seeking within your finances, but also in partnerships and relationships, which will be based on equal give and take here. And then you have 8 of Swords. You see, you have 2 cards where you've trapped yourself. Another 8. So we have 8, 8, 8, and 8. Okay. 4 8s here. So you've created this self-entrapment. Okay. And you need to break free from that. You're not trapped. You can free yourself from this entrapment that you've created. You're feeling a lot of sorrow over the loss that you've had if within a relationship, something from your past. Okay. Also, I feel some kind of loss with finances here as well. There's a lot of sorrow. Okay. But no, you have the ability to create again. Clarifying the 5 of Swords, you have so you have the 5 of Swords, right? And this is saying that you have the ability to manifest. All right. Here's a no win-win situation. It's like you've had to walk away from something. You needed to walk away, and although you've won, you haven't won. It's almost like nobody's really won here. And now you have to create anew. You have to manifest anew. You have to start over. That's the sensation and feeling that I'm getting. Okay, but there's almost like trickery here as well when I look at this card. But I feel like, perhaps it was done. Perhaps you're starting to start in a way where it was done where like everybody lost in this scenario, but you have the ability to manifest and create. All right. And again, this is about your stability. Having to create your stability and your foundation, starting over. After going through some kind of loss, you're now moving towards this. And if a partnership or relationship ended, know that this is a stable relationship, divine union coming together. This is often viewed as the twin flame, twin souls card. And then you have the Queen of Swords. I really feel this is you. I really feel like you're cutting out what no longer serves you. You're not going to tolerate any BS anymore, and you're coming up as this Swords energy. Okay. And you've gone through this enlightenment. You've had this grand awakening. You've had this realization about things, and you're now cutting out what no longer serves you so you can move forward. After going through a period of time of sorrow, you could also be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You do have the 7 of Swords. This is like that person sneaking off with all the swords in the middle of the night. Deception, this is a card of deception. I feel like you were dealing with somebody who was dishonest, who was overconfident. There was a lot of conflict with somebody, all right? Perhaps this person is going to be coming back in, but I feel like you need to be careful about who you let back in. Somebody, there's a feeling of somebody tricked you. Somebody was playing games. There's a sense and feeling of that. Dealing with overconfident partnerships as well. I feel along finances, somebody who was deceitful, not a true business partner here. I'm sensing the feeling of that. But definitely conflict. And I do feel conflicts within romantic partnerships and relationships there, for sure. You're needing to take a time out right now because you have the 4 of Swords. It's like, you're needing to take a time out and rest. so that you can find balance after going through this turmoil, after kind of going through this ending and this completion, getting out of this place of fear. It's like you're going within to find your stability, gaining inner strength, so that you can come into balance and come into balance from within. Let's look at your outcome cards here. So you have, from the Ganesh deck, you have inner knowing. Another 8, break that down. It's a 17, 7 and 1, that's 8. So you've got a lot of 8s here. This tells me that this abundance, success and prosperity is coming to you. You need to trust your intuition. You're being guided by the divine, okay? Trust your inner knowing and your intuition. You know how you need to move forward. You know what is going to be best for you, and you know what you need to leave behind so that the new can come in. But only you can make that choice and decision. But trust your inner knowing. I feel like this is a time that you need to focus on self-love and nurturing, all right? This is a time of healing that inner child, because also I feel some of the stuff that's coming up for you is really connected to the way you see yourself, which is connected to the way you saw yourself as a child, your emotions and feelings that are connected to your inner child. But you need to love and nurture yourself right now. As you're going through these changes, okay, just be loving and kind and nurturing towards yourself. There's something here about healing your relationship with your mother as well. That's coming up for you guys, because I feel that that has created these belief systems that you've had that have kind of carried out into your relationships, and you've attracted relationships that just haven't honored you, that haven't, you know, been truly worthy of you, and you deserve so much more. You deserve better, but you haven't viewed yourself in that way. You haven't seen the love that you are, or loved yourself. Underneath inner knowing, I feel that you're being guided here in regards to recognition and rewards, all right? You know how you need to move forward in order to achieve success, in order for you to get recognition and rewards for the hard work that you've put in. And this is you having material and spiritual prosperity. As you allow the divine to guide you and move towards your true life purpose, there's rewards and recognition and true material and spiritual prosperity coming in for you. As you create that solid foundation and come into balance from within, you'll have balance in all areas of your life. And here you are. This is your destiny. This is your life purpose, your path, this spiritual path, okay? And it's something about being in service and helping others as well, all right? Those of you who are entrepreneurs, those of you that are light workers and are on a spiritual path, this is your destiny. So whatever's even transpired up to this point has been your destiny, has been your path, and things needed to happen in that way. But the rough part of it is coming to completion. You're ending a cycle here now and moving towards your true destiny, which is very spiritual, and it's going to bring rewards of it's that material and spiritual prosperity. And here you have the 10 of Wands, right? Again, so you're closing out this cycle. You're laying down the burdens. So this is you know, you're carrying these, but you're ready to put them down now. You're going to lay these ones down. You've been carrying this burden a long, long time, and now you're going to put those ones down, okay? Because, and as you put them down, here is your victory and success. Triumphant success. This is victory. After heavy, heavy burdens, after a completion, you're walking away victorious, okay? So let's look at your guidance cards now. Those were your outcome cards, okay? As you're completing this cycle, there's rewards coming to you. Triumphant success is here. Now, you have a leg up. Don't be afraid to ask for help. As you're going through struggles or obstacles and challenges, reach out and ask for help. You know, it's always nice to have a listening ear, and, you know, even prayers, focusing on prayers and asking the divine to help you. All right, but don't be afraid to ask for help. And I almost feel like the universe is giving you that leg up, it's giving you that help. Higher power is supporting you, because next to your leg up, you have higher power. And this is your guides, your angels, guiding you forward and helping you to a true stability. You have another 4 here. A lot of 4s, guys. A lot of emphasis on stability here. 4s and 1s, you have quite a few of those as well, which is new beginnings. You're also being guided. Again, there's an emphasis through this renewal, this rebirth and awakening. You're learning to balance the yin energy, all right? This feels very yang to me. There's a lot of yang energy this week, but you need to bring in the yin. Remember that this week, bring in that yin energy. Don't get into conflicts, don't get into battles. This is a week of going into receptivity, go into the receiving mode, allow yourself to sit and meditate so you're in that yin, in that place of receiving, okay? Not so much about the doing, but about the receiving, and allowing your guides and angels to guide you. This is about balancing the masculine and the feminine aspects, the yin and the yang. And perhaps you've handled situations and scenarios very much with that yang energy before, but now you're being guided to bring in that yin, to bring in that softness, to allow yourself to feel certain emotions. You know that you're being supported. You're trying to find a balance here, and that balance is gonna very much unfold for you, okay? Truth be told, okay, look at the truth of what's unfolded for you up to this point. What is the story that you've been telling yourself, and what is the story that, as you've told yourself, has now been told to others, because people pick up on your energy? And I feel like this is about getting true and honest with yourself about things, that the way that they've unfolded, what part you've played in this story as well. But there's some kind of truth and honesty that's coming in, some type of clarity, this deeper knowing, all right? And it's time to take the mask off. It's time to take off the veil of illusion and see things for what they are. You have the wisdom and knowledge that you need to understand things. So, take off those glasses, all right? Take off, the veil, and see things for what they truly are. And get honest with yourself and get honest with others as well. Relationships are based on truth, remember that. And I feel there's something that hasn't been based on truth here that you need to walk away from. So guys, that's it. I'm wishing you a blessed and beautiful week ahead. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like on the videos, and subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up and like on the videos so that others can also view the video. I'm wishing you a blessed and beautiful week ahead. Take care, everyone. Namaste.